What's up guys, I'm KB Kwan. Welcome back to another episode of Taste of Asian Food. Today I'm going to make a Taiwanese snack called guo bao. Guo bao is made by stuffing the braised pork belly in a pocket of fluffy bao buns. Well, you can make the buns from scratch. However, you can also use the store-bought buns to save time and focus on making just the fillings. And there are different types or different versions of guo bao, but the pork belly, pickled mustard green, the cilantro, that is the coriander leaves, and some peanut powder must be included for the authentic version. And this combination of the sweet, salty, pungent flavor and this colorful presentation with different types of texture makes guo bao so irresistible. So let's dive into the details how to make guo bao right away. To start, cut the pork belly into large chunks, then place them in a pot of water. Add the spring onion, some ginger slices, and rice wine. Bring it to a boil and let it simmer for another 5 minutes, and then remove the pork and discard the rest of the ingredients. Now the pork is clean and free from any unwanted porky smell. Let's cut it into smaller pieces. Pan fry the pork belly with a little bit of oil on both sides. When the color has changed, add some water. Then add the following ingredients: spring onion, ginger, light soy sauce, dark soy sauce, rice wine, some sugar. You can refer to the exact quantity in the recipe. 5 spice powder, ground white pepper. Let's simmer the pork belly until it becomes tender, which will take a while. Let's make the bao while waiting for the pork belly to turn soft and tender. As I mentioned, you can use a store-bought bao and just make the fillings, but now I'm going to show you how to make it from scratch if you want to do it. There are only 4 ingredients that you need: the flour, sugar, yeast, and milk. First, dissolve the yeast with the milk. Mix the sugar and flour in a bowl. Then pour the yeast milk mixture into it. Keep mixing it until it clumps together. Then you can use your hand or electric mixer to knead the dough, just like making bread. Eventually it will become shiny like this and pick up all the flour in the bowl. You can knead it further on a pastry mat. And then cover it with a damp cloth. Let it proof for about 30 to 40 minutes. While proofing the dough, let's get back to the pork and let's do a taste test. I need to add a little bit more salt. And let it simmer again for another 10 to 20 minutes. When the pork has become tender, remove the pork from the braising liquid. Pour the liquid through a wire mesh strainer to remove all the ginger and spring onion. Then reduce the liquid further to become a gravy. Besides the pork belly, we also need some pickled mustard green. I've already cleaned it thoroughly with water and soak it in water for about 10 minutes to remove the extra salt. Next, I squeeze out the water and cut it into small pieces. Heat it over low heat to make it dry since it is wet. When it becomes dry, add a little bit of oil and saute the garlic. Mix the garlic with the pickled mustard green. Season with a little bit of sugar and ground white pepper. Mix well and remove it from the pan. One more ingredient I need is crushed peanuts. Mix the sugar with the peanuts and use the blender to crush it. Now let's get back to the dough. Wow, it's already double in size. Punch it down to remove the air. Then divide it into small portions. And shape them into a smooth ball. Let them relax on the tabletop for another 10 minutes. After that, roll it out to an oval shape. And then apply some oil onto one side of it. Then fold the other side over. And put it onto a piece of baking paper. Let it proof for another 10 to 15 minutes. After that, let's steam the bun for 8 minutes over medium to high heat. After 8 minutes, I open the lid a little bit, keep it ajar, and this helps to let the moisture to escape and reduce the chances of condensation of water onto the buns. Let's do it for another 2 minutes. Okay, now let's take a look at the result. Since we have applied some oil, so it will not stick together but forms a pocket. To assemble, just add all the ingredients into the bowl. It's the ground peanuts, the pork, and the pickles, mustard green, the cilantro, and finally some more peanuts, and the sauce. That's how to make guo bao, the authentic Taiwanese snack. It is made with braised pork and bun, so if you like braised pork, if you like Chinese bun, that's the one for you. And I've included the recipe in the description below the video. Don't forget to subscribe, tap the notification bell, and give me a thumbs up. And I'll see you again in some other similar video soon. Bye for now.